Welcome back to another episode of GPU Hash. In this episode, I'm going to give you my top 5 coins that I think that you should be mining. I'm mining all 5 of them at the moment, and they are profitable for me. At this point, at the time of recording, which we're in late October of 2021, and I'm going to show you how to mine all 5 of them using the same site. Some of you guys might have come across this before. This might be new to some of you, so I hope this helps somebody. So the first of which, let's kick it off right now. So we're going to open our web browser, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Exodus. Now you guys might have another platform where you can get your wallets and your addresses. But for now, let's just, for the sake of this demo, I'm going to use Exodus because it happens to have all 5 of the coins that I'm going to recommend today. So we've come to Exodus website, exodus.com. Come down to download. Now this is for Mac, PC, as well as mobile phone as well. So choose your operating system. I'm going to choose Windows here, so just click that and hit the Windows app, 64-bit. And we're going to download that. It's about 150 meg, so it should take a little while. Okay, great. So once that's done, you can just click this little folder icon here, and it'll open up. And we're going to install it. Just double click to install. Now, like I said, if you guys have your own access to another exchange that has these coins, by all means use that. This is just for demo purposes, so you can, if you don't have a way of getting wallet access to these coins, you can use Exodus. It's a good hardware wallet or software wallet. Alright, so let's just click on this. So Exodus has been installed. You can run it by clicking on your desktop. So we'll minimize all of this. And here it is here. We'll just open that up. And you can sign in and make your own account and all that, but just for the point of this demo, we will. So you've got all your coins here. It's got stacks of coins. Hit the wallet button up here. And the first one that I recommend is Cardano, or ADA. I'm sure all of you know of Cardano, and I'm going to show you how to mine Cardano. At present it's not mineable, but I'm going to show you how to get paid in Cardano. So we're going to type ADA, it's here, click on that, and what we want to do is click receive, so it's going to give us a receiving address. That, and that is our receiving address. You can take a copy of the QR code, or you can just click this thing here and that's going to copy the address. And that's copied to our clipboard. We're going to exit out of Exodus for now, and we're going to come to our website, and we're going to unmineable.com. So these coins are not mineable by the exchanges, but Unmineable does actually allow you to mine a hell of a lot of coins that are actually unmineable. The way that happens is it basically the system mines whatever is most profitable for unmineable.com, and it pays you out in whatever coin that you select. So it's basically they're renting your hardware to mine whatever they want, and then they pay you out in the coin that you're after. So, for the purposes of the exercise, being able to get access to a coin that's actually not mineable, it's a really good way of doing it. So, so for now, we're going to look for ADA. So Cardano is right here. So we click on this. Now, I hate looking at a white background, so I'm going to click this. It's going to turn it to dark mode. That's just a lot easier for my eyes. So now, depending on what cards you guys have, will determine what algorithm you use. You'll see for Ethash, available for mining via graphics cards with a minimum VRAM of 6 GB. So if you have a 4 GB card, you won't be able to use mine using the Ethash algorithm. You will have to click on the ETC hash, which is Ethereum Classic. Click on that, you'll see that available for mining graphics cards with minimum of 3 GB. So if you have a 3 or 4 gig card, you will use this algorithm. If you have a 6 gig plus VRAM card, use the F hash. You can also use the Kapow if you like. That's also compatible with 3 gig for ADA. Won't worry about RandomX, that's just for CPU mining. So we are going to click on F hash. I'm just going to assume that you guys have got 6 gig cards and above. If you don't, you can just go to the etc hash like we spoke about before, and the process is the same. I will go through how to get the 4 gig version or the 3 gig version working, but for now let's go for the 6 gig plus. And just note with ADA, it pays out every 12 hours or every 8 ADA that is mined. So depending on what your hash power is, whether you can do 8 ADA in 12 hours, you will get paid out either in 12 hours time or once you've hit the 8 ADA threshold, it will pay out, whichever one comes last, I suppose. Okay, so now you'll find that the other thing I guess to say is that this is predominantly best worked with NVIDIA cards. If you have AMD cards, it does work, but you will need a slightly different. You'll need to go with either of Phoenix Miner or Long Miner, and potentially NV Miner. So T-Rex is definitely only for NVIDIA. You guys might have your own personal preference. My preference is either NV Miner or Phoenix Miner. I've been using Phoenix Miner of late for NVIDIA and AMD, and I find that Phoenix Miner works really well. So we're just going to, for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to go Phoenix Miner. You can choose whichever one you want and then follow the same instructions and it should work. So we're going to click Phoenix Miner. It's going to take us to the Phoenix Miner instruction page. So what we want to do is we need to click on this button and look for Phoenix Miner 5.6D windows.zip. That's what this is just a picture you can see. It's just a PDF. It's just an instruction on what to do. And when you come down here, you'll see the setup file with your batch file. It will tell you exactly what you need to do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this whole file here, this whole line here. Just right click and copy, and we're going to add this to our batch file, and we're going to add in our coin that we're after and our wallet address and worker name. But this is basically what we need to get our miner working. So things to consider, like we talked about before, you need 6 gig of memory. You can join the F hash pool. If you have only 3 gig, you must change your URL to etchash.unminable.com with port of 3333 as opposed to ETH or ET hash. You need to add the ETC hash in there. And the other thing that you need to do is add the parameter of dash coin ETC after the pass X parameter. After this part here, you just got to add this line in here at the end. If you're mining with a 3 gig or 4 gig card, anything that's not a 6 gig card, you need to add that in. If you're mining to the F pool with a 6 gig or more card, you don't need to do any of this. This is only if you have less than 6 gig. Alright, so now we've got that all sorted. Now let's head over to phoenixminer.info, download that, and it's going to take us to the latest version of Phoenix. Now you'll see that 5.6, 5.7, there is now 5.8 C. So we're looking for the Windows zip, which is this one here, Phoenix Miner 5.8 C. We're going to click that, and it's going to download for us. Quickly wait for that to download. Okay, once that's downloaded, you're going to click this folder icon here, and it's going to. Now, the other thing I should say is these will always download in a zip format. So you need an unzipper such as WinRAR. I use WinRAR. It's very uncomplicated. It's very simple to use. You can use whatever you like. Windows has its own one built in, but occasionally they are password protected, which the Windows one doesn't like. So you do need to have WinRAR, which will allow you to insert a password. But this one should be fine. So we're just going to double click this, and we're going to extract this somewhere. So we're going to extract to, click the extract to button, and I'm just going to put this on my desktop. Click desktop, and I'm going to click the new folder. And we're going to call it, it's already, when you click the new folder, it already pre-fills it, Phoenix Miner 5.8C for Windows, so that's fine. We'll click OK. That's done. So we can close this, we can minimize, and we can close, and you'll see it will be here somewhere, Phoenix Miner 5.8C for Windows. We're going to open this, and we're going to double click on that one, and what you'll see is the batch file that says start miner, start_miner, and you'll actually see that they've actually given you a start miner etc. So that's the 4 gig version. If your card is a 4 gig, if you have the 6 gig plus version, you can click on this. So we're just going to right click here, we're going to go edit. Now you'll see wherever the word REM appears, that just stands for remarks. So this is not part of our file, this is just basically giving you instructions on what we need to do. So we want to include this. This is particularly helpful for AMD. But even if you've got an NVIDIA cards, I would definitely keep it in there as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete all of this. We're going to keep that, and this is just more instructions telling you what to do. So replace the ETH address with your own ETH address wallet. And change the rig name. So we know that, so that's all good. So we'll get rid of this. So what we're going to do is get rid of all of this, and we're going to paste what we copied from the Phoenix Miner site, which was the instructions that were here. So we're going to paste that right here. So the top is fine. And that gives us our baseline for what we're going to put in. So what we need to do, so we keep all of this. This is the pool, the URL. Now when it comes to wallet, we're going to put our wallet address, but in the word where it says coin here, you've got to replace the word coin with the abbreviation for the coin that you're mining. So we're starting off with Cardano. So the abbreviation for Cardano is ADA, so we're going to change this coin to ADA, and then we're going to go to Exodus. We're going to grab our address that we copied to our clipboard. So this is the Cardano address, and we're going to insert that. Just highlight where it says your address, and Control V, paste in there. Now your worker name, you can call that whatever you want. You can call this. I'm using a RX 580, so I'm just going to change this to RX 580 so I know which card is doing the work here. And we're going to keep the password is X means there's no password. And the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to write the word, I'm just going to click enter. On the next line I'm just going to write the word pause. Yeah, all that does is it just, if there's an error message or something isn't right, it will pause the screen so you actually read what's going on rather than just flicking on and off. If you don't have that word, it will just close down and you won't know why it closed down. So it's always good to have the word pause there. So that is that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save this as start_miner. We're going to underscore ADA, so we know that this one is the Cardano, or you can even call it Cardano if you really want to. Let's do that so there's no confusion. Cardano. And now what you need to do is you need to change this to all files, because we need to make sure that this is saved as a batch file, which is an executable file and not just a text file. So we're going to click all files, and what we're going to do is at the end of this you need to click .bat for batch, so it saves as a batch file, and we're going to save. So that's done. We're going to close this, close this, and we're going to go back to our Phoenix Miner 5.8C, open here, and we'll start mining. Just double click on the Cardano, and that should be starting to mine Cardano. Now you do need to enable access to the miner, so we're going to do that. And here we go. You can see it's found my RX 580. GPU 1 is telling how much it's setting the power and how much wattage and stuff it's using. It's connected to the eth-hash unminable.com. And here we go, we're starting to accept shares. So you are successfully now mining Cardano. So that is Cardano, so we'll close that off. Now we're going to go back to our unminable.com, and we are now going to we want to see, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this again. So I do want to show you one more thing. Open Cardano again, let that go. I do want to show you one more thing. So what we want to do is we want to actually see proof of the mining that we're doing, and how fast it's going along, and how much we're mining, and when we're going to hit the 8 ADA threshold so we get paid. So let's go back to Exodus, and we're going to copy this address again. We'll just hit the copy button here, and we're going to come back to unminable.com/ADA, which is what we were mining. And what we're going to do is we're going to now hit the address button up here, and you're going to copy and paste your address in this bar here, and hit the search. And now what you'll see is, obviously it's only just started, so you need to allow 20 to 30 minutes to actually see something here. So if you, so in 20 to 30 minutes time, you will start, if you click hitting the refresh button, you will start to see that you are getting paid in ADA. Now you'll see here also the payout, auto pay every 12 hours, whenever your balance is over 8 ADA. So if you get to 11 hours and 59 minutes and you're at 7.5 ADA, it will not pay out in that 12-hour block. You'll have to wait for the next 12-hour block for it to pay out. Even if you're over ADA, if you end up with 8.5 or 8.9 ADA, it will pay in the following 12 hours. But you do need to hit this little button here, so it does enable that auto pay every 12 hours. You see that it saved the settings. And you will see eventually, let me just be a little cheeky here and see whether we can get something here. Nothing is yet. Okay, it does take 15-20 minutes to show up. You'll see here in workers, it should come up as RX 580 because that's the name I gave it, and the mega hash that we're achieving. And you'll see, so if you have a 6 gig or less than 6 gig card, so if you're 3 gig or 4 gig card that you're using, you won't find anything under the eth-hash algorithm. You will need to click the etc hash button, and then it will show you your shares here, because you're using the 4 gig or the etc hash algorithm. If you have a 6 gig plus card, then your shares will appear here. Let's leave that for a little bit, and we'll see whether we can't find something that is, we'll let it running for a little bit, and we'll see whether we can get some proof that we're getting paid in ADA. How's this going for that? Have we accepted any shares? Maybe that's what it is. The other good thing that I like about Phoenix Miner is that it has an auto-tune feature. So one GPU's auto-tuning hash rate might be low until they're ready, so it's actually auto-tuning. You can see we started out at 20 16.2 mega hash, and it's via auto tune. It's got it up to 27, which is fantastic. So it probably won't start receiving shares until it's happy with the auto tune. Auto tune has found the best value. So now it's happy with the auto tune. We're at 27.2. It's using 94 watts and at 289 or 0.289 kilohash as an efficiency rating. So we'll leave that bit go for a bit, and let's just click the refresh and see whether we can get something. It hasn't received any shares, we probably won't. Well, we did see a big spike here. Here we go. So this is the spike to show the worker, and you'll see there's the RX 580, and it says that I'm achieving 27 mega hash, which is exactly what we saw right here. And so yeah, that's our hash rate per second, which is fantastic. And we haven't achieved anything as yet. It hasn't picked up any shares as yet. I don't think it's still zeros. So we'll leave that for a bit. We'll come back to it, and we'll see how it's going. Let's move on to the next coin. So the next coin that I'd like to bring to your attention is okay. So I can hear the next one is Solana. One of my favorites. It's been doing really well for me. I started mining this when it was $26. It's now 10 times that. It's now $265. So we'll click on this, and I still think that it's worth mining now. Again, it's an unminable coin, but we're going to use unminable.com to get paid in Solana. So we've selected Solana. We do need to find the address. So you hit the receive button. So this is going to be our receiving address, and here it is. Click on the copy, and now what we're going to do is we're going to come back to unminable. Now what I'll do is I want to keep this because ADA is still going. So I'm going to right click on this one here, and we're going to go to duplicate tab. And that's going to give me the exact same thing in another tab. So I'll leave that one running, and this one we are going to click the start button, and it's going to bring us back to that page that we saw before when we were doing ADA. This time we're going to change the coin. So we click on ADA, and we're going to change to Solana. Click on Solana. Now the process is exactly the same, so I'll be quicker when I run through all of these. Again, Ethash for 6 gig and above. Your minimum payout is 0.15 Solana. And if you have the 3 gig card or below, like a 3 or 4 gig card, again you'll have to use the ETC hash. Payouts are the same. So let's go to Phoenix One. Now we've done all of this, okay? So we don't have to redo this again. What we can do is come straight to our Phoenix Miner, double click, and we're gonna click on the start miner, the one that we did before. So that's our Cardano one. Let's edit this one, right click edit, and again we're going to get rid of all of this. And sorry, I forgot to get. Let's go back to the how to set up here. I'm going to grab this again, copy, and come back to our start miner. We're going to paste in here. So again, this is what we had before. We're going to push enter and go click right pause here, just in case something goes wrong. We're going back to edit to Exodus. We're going to recopy this Solana address, and we're going to paste it. So first thing you're going to do is change this word coin to SOL. That's the abbreviation for Solana. In the your address, highlight that. Control V, Worker name, we're going to call this, again, it's the RX580 work. You can call it whatever you like. And password X. There's no password, so we'll leave it as X. And we're going to save as, and again, like we did last time, click the text document, we'll change it to all files, and then we're going to call this underscore Solana dot bat. Very important, you have to have the dot bat at the end of the file, otherwise it will not work. Save. Alright, now that is done. Let's see. You know what? Let's come back to it. So let's. I'm going to go ahead and give you the other coins. This is still going. Hasn't found any shares. It's been 10 minutes, which is a bit odd. That's fine. Let's keep going. So the next one is, so we're going to go back to. So now we've done our sol. Oh, the other thing we have to do here is hit the address button, and we're going to Control V again. I should have the address already copied. So we Control V and click the search button, and now this is going to give us our Solana that's been. Now we haven't actually run that. That batch file isn't running. It's only running the ADA one at this point. But again, this is how you find the to see what how much Solana you're actually mining. So that's Solana done. Now the next coin is going to be. Let's go back to our. Let's go back to Exodus. Close this. The next coin that I recommend is Matic, which is Polygon. Polygon, so you can choose either the Ethereum network or the Polygon network. For the sake of easiness, let's just choose the Ethereum network. You can see it's Ethereum network. And we're going to do the same thing, we're going to choose receive. And yes, we understand that this is on the Ethereum network. Show me the Ethereum address. And here's your Polygon Ethereum address. We're going to copy. Go down, and we're going to do the same thing. We don't have to do any of this. We've already done that, but we do have to get this line. In fact, we're going to do that. So let's just copy that instead. And we're going to come back to our Phoenix miner. Double click. And go back to the start miner. We'll edit. Get rid of this. We'll get rid of this, and we'll Control V. And we're going to now go back to Exodus. Grab this address again from Matic, and we're going to put it here. Your address. Now we do have to change this word coin to Matic, which is the Polygon. Name for it. Worker name, we're going to call this RX580 again. And keep the pass, and we're going to write pause. Yeah. And again, when we're saving, we go save as, same as last time. With this, we go all files, underscore, this one is going to be called matic.vat. And save. That's that one done. You can see they're all here. So there's Solana, Matic, Cardano. The next coin that I recommend has been doing well for me is actually Shiva, which is the meme coin, Shiba Inu. You can get heaps of. I mean, it's more of a fun one, but it has definitely done well for me. So again, it's on the F network. We're going to choose our receive address. Before we do this, let's go back to here, and we're going to recopy this again. Copy. And we're going to go to Phoenix Miner, sorry, I'm going a little bit fast now, but we've done this 3 times now. I think you guys know what's going on. We're going to right click on this one, edit, get rid of this, get rid of this, and we're going to put that one in there. We're going to change the word coin to Shiva. The worker name is RX580. We're going to put the word pause here, and we need to grab the address. So we're going to go to Exodus. Here's our Shiva address. Copy and highlight and copy, paste, and again save as all files underscore Shiva dot bat. Can't forget the dot bat or it will not work. Okay, save. That one's done, and the very last one that I recommend mining is Pancake Swap. It's actually a really good one. So let's go for Pancake Swap. Again, same thing. If you have the 4 gig card, you always, with this, you have the 3 gig card, the 6 gig card, you can use this. So let's go to back here. We're going to copy this one last time. Edit. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Control V. Change the word coin to cake, which is the abbreviation for Pancake Swap. We're now going to go to Exodus, go to search and type the word cake, Pancake Swap, and we're going to click on the receive button, and that's our address, and copy this, we're going to paste it there, which is address, and we're going to change this to RX580 one last time. And write the word pause, and we're going to save as all files underscore what did we say this was? This was pancake, so you can call it cake one or pancake .bat. Save. So you should see now we've got Cardano, Matic, Shiba, Solana, and Pancake. So you can chop and change in between any of these whenever you feel like changing coins. But now all your miners are all set up. And let's see how this is going. Okay, we have found 3 shares, which is good. So let's now come over to here. Sorry, not Exodus. Go back to our ADA mining tab. Now if we hit the refresh button, hopefully we have something here. There we go. We have now started ADA, and we are 0.000677 of ADA is what we've mined in the last 15 minutes or whatever it is. So you can see here's our steady line of at 27 mega hash. You can see it's got the RX580 and the address. So you can actually save this tab. It's saved with your address, and so you can always have this open. You can save it as a favorite, and it'll always bring you back to this, and we'll always update as to how much you have. And so long as you have the auto pay every 12 hours ticked, it will pay you to your Exodus account or wherever your exchange is every 12 hours or every 8 ADA. Obviously, the different ones. So Pancake is 1.2 is what it pays out, 1.2. So yeah, that is how we do that. Now, so just to prove that it works, we can close. Let's just close this for a tick, and we'll reopen our Phoenix miner, and let's pick Solana. Okay. It'll start to auto-tune again. It will come up saying as soon as it gets to 100%, it will say start tuning the GPU. So we're at 24.6. Again, that should get up to about 27 before it's good to go. Back to 22. We'll wait for the GPU tuning. There you go. One GPU is auto tuning, so it's trying to get its best, trying to get the best out of it. Okay. And once it's happy with the auto tuned and it's tuned to the best of its ability, it will start looking for shares. So 26.7, and again we can go back to our unmineable, and this one is Solana. So we click here, click on Solana, and then go to address, and it's already got it saved there. So that will start to show your Solana that has been mined. So up to 27, so it looks pretty standard for the RX 580. But okay, so that's working. Let's quickly just show the other ones where back here. So Shiva. So again, it'll do the same thing when it finds the GPU. It'll try to do the auto tune, but yeah, that's working. And Matic, it's the same thing. You get the picture. So yeah, that's the end of this video. If you've got anything out of this, or you really like the video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. There'll be more of these videos. We'll be hashing out some other GPUs in the near future as well. So yeah, stick around for that. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.